Hey guys, by the way, all music and stuff credited to Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag made the music. So yeah. What's up, my nuggets? Today we are doing Gorilla Tag and we are ranking all the maps. So yeah, that is what we are doing. The reason I'm doing this on a friend's channel, but my friend is not with me because, so for my video, it's just gonna be me, but for his videos, it's gonna be him. So check out Tiny Blue. I'll be in those videos where he ranks the maps. Not sure when he'll upload it, but he will hopefully eventually upload it. But yeah, so I am ranking the Gorilla Tag maps. And I'm not just ranking them, I'm explaining my experiences. So I'm going to be giving them S, and I'm ranking them in order they came out. So Forest will be first, and Beach will be last. And I'm not gonna do out of 10, I'm going to do S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. I don't think any map will actually get an F tier, but, there's a slight chance. But anyway, so yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, the first map is Forest. I would say Forest is a good map. It's a good map. So if you're just here to hear my rating of it, it's an S tier. Actually, an A tier in my opinion. It's an A tier. And the reasons that it's an A tier is because it does a really good on teaching you how to play, but also letting you get more advanced. So it can teach you how to pinch climb, but it can also teach you how to it can also teach you how to wall climb, which I'm not the best at, but So it's good at teaching you both the basics and more advanced techniques. So that's why I get the A tier, but the only problem that makes it not an S tier for me, because it's also really fun and it's really fun in other modes competitive, besides casual and tagging. It's fun in paint brawl, but tagging is probably the most. It's really fun to play on. Good map. The only problem is when you are playing the mode where the tag mode, the infection, there are just too competitive, sweaty people. They're too competitive, and they'll kind of ruin the game for casual gamers like me. This map, not the game, this map. But yeah, so this gets an A tier. Next, I am going to go to Canyons. Now, here is I'm gonna put in a really cool transition. What's up? I'm in Canyons now. Yeah, that was my really cool transition. I hope you liked it. But yeah, Canyons. I feel like Old Canyons for me is an S tier. I loved it. It was the most chill place, whether it be for tag or for casual. Most chill places out there. New Canyons, the only reason you'll go there is for most of the time just for the zip lines and stuff. I feel like they shouldn't have replaced Old Canyons, I just miss it, but that's me personally. But New Canyons is still fun. It's still the ropes and stuff still make it fun to jump around. Just that Old Canyons will be missed for me. And it is a very fun map to hang out with your friends on. And just chill. It's not the best for the competitive people though. Well, old and new canyons aren't that good for competitive because most competitive people don't really like the zip lines. Or from what I've heard. So yeah. Canyons is fun overall, but New Canyons gets A tier. Actually, no, New Canyons B tier. Old Canyons S tier. I loved it a lot. Okay, now really cool transition number 2. Okay, so now we have City, and if you're wondering why I'm not at Mines, because that was the third map, Mines kinda isn't open right now. Here, let me show you. From the update that I'm in, it's kinda like closed. So yeah, it's kind of just, see, I can't really rank it since it's just rocks. It's basically not a map. But anyway, to City. City is an interesting map. I think the cosmetics and stuff are very cool. Okay. But like at the same time, you can't really play infection stuff on it. It's kind of just the place you can get cosmetics. And you can also, do competitive, which, but that's just a tiny little thing. Like, I just felt that was bad. It's just like a little tiny thing that you can do. And I feel that it's not enough to get City up high. So I'm gonna give City a B tier. Because it has given us cosmetics, but at the same time, it doesn't, give us much to mess around with. Ooh, I just got to competitive. Yeah. But it doesn't give us much to mess around with at the same time. So, yeah. It gets an A tier overall. I think it's really fun, though, so good job, City, for creating some of the best minigames, but at the same time, I wish you could play, other game modes in City without joining a private server. Watch. Also, here's some of the cool cosmetics. If you guys didn't know, there's a golden mask up here. Hopefully you guys knew that. But, yeah. That was City. Now it's time for another cool transition. Okay, now we are in mountains. I personally find mountains a very interesting topic because I agree it's fun, but it can sometimes be so annoying on competitive. Not competitive, but on infection, because there will be kids just casually sliding halfway across the map in 2 seconds. But it still has brought us some really cool stuff. It brought us slides. It brought us some mini games like Angry Birds. And it's also one of the best maps for Paint Brawl. So I think Mountains is a very fun map. It does a good job at being a chill, but also a chill map on most game modes except for Infection. It's very chill for Paint Brawl and Hunt, but at the same time it's very sweaty for Infection, or at least for the servers I've came across. So overall, I'd give Mountains a B tier. I don't really like it. I'm giving it a C tier. You may have different opinions. Feel free to leave those in the comments if they're enabled, I'm not sure. But I'm giving it a C tier. I don't like it that much. So yeah, now it's time for the really cool transition again. Okay, now we are in Sky. So, Sky. Sky is a very interesting map in my opinion, because I like the low gravity concept. Look, very low gravity. It's very cloud, floaty gravity that you have. I just feel like not many people actually play the map. Like, if I ever go into a casual server, I find fake ghosts. If I ever go into competitive, like, only half of the server is full, and it's all filled with just random kids who are just talking and not really playing. That's from what I have witnessed. I feel like people just don't think Sky is very cool. But yeah. That's me personally. I don't think Sky is a good map, that good of a map. It was a cool experimental idea with the wind storms and the low gravity mechanics, but I feel like it could have been put in so that more people would have liked it. That's me personally, but so Sky gets a D tier. That's how bad it is in my opinion. Well, now it's time for another transition. Okay, now we have Dungeon. Oh boy, Dungeon, I like Dungeon. I find it cool, but it's like such a small map. I get Becoming Tiny exists, and that's cool, but like, it's based on one gimmick that's kind of hard to get to in general. So, like, my personal opinions of it are pretty low. It was a cool update, but, like, it wasn't the best. Dude, I just got juked by the monster. Also, now that it's, like, harder to get to Tiny, it basically makes it harder to use the mechanic that this map is made of. Like, you're supposed to go up there. But I've had so many fun paint brawl matches in this map, like with tiny people and big people, that it makes up for all the bad experiences that I've had in it. So I'm giving it a B tier overall, just because it's kind of gimmicky. Like, it's based off that one becoming small. While there are some other maps that are gimmicky, Dungeon is just the worst at doing it. And now we have a transition into the next map. Okay, for the final map, we have Beach. Where do I start? It is a really cool map, but the zip lines and stuff kind of ruin it, in my opinion. If there were less zip lines and stuff, just more water and just platforming, it would have been so much better, in my opinion. That's just me, but you guys can say whatever. But I still think the design is very cool. And how we got water and Gorilla Tag, that was amazing. Like, yeah, how we got the shipwreck, that's also a really cool part of this map. There is only one problem with it. Like, no one is seriously playing competitive on this map. Or like Infection. Nobody's really playing Infection that much on this map, because one, water is kind of broken, and two, it's just a weird map overall. But it's really fun to just hang out in casuals on it, so that's gonna make up for it for me. Also, it was like, it's just a good map, in my opinion. This may be shorter because I haven't had too many experiences in this map, since it's kind of close, almost, it's like pretty new, like a month old, and I'm, compared to like Forest, where I have been around since the beginning, since there was only Forest, so I've had a lot more experiences there than in this map, where it's hard to say a lot for it. But I find this map to be pretty decent, so I'll give it a B tier. And now, for the ending, I'm going to do a cannonball. Peace out, my nuggets. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, please do it. It helps support me as a small creator. And yeah, see you later, my nuggets. Whee!